Hello everyone. This is our first quick start session on Angular. So in upcoming videos, I will be discussing the more topics on Angular. So this is the first session of Angular. So in this session, we're going to learn what are the required softwares of Angular, what is the basic definition of Angular, and we are going to create a small application of Angular, and we are going to learn, we are going to host that application. So first of all, what is Angular? Angular is a JavaScript framework which allows you to create a reactive single page web application. So it's a simple definition. It is a JavaScript framework, which framework we will use to develop a reactive single page web applications. What is this reactive single page web application? What is the difference between like normal web application and the reactive web application? So I just opened angular.io. This is a Angular official website. And if you see this, when I'm redirecting URLs, like if I'm clicking other link, you will not experience the browser is loading. So see, I am in a doc session. The browser is not refreshing every time, but just pages are getting changed. So this type of applications, we can say it is a reactive web applications. So that means the entire browser is not getting refreshed, but it is just changing the DOM element. What is that DOM element? If you just click on F12, you will see HTML elements, right? So these elements, it is getting replaced when you click on the links. You might have seen this. These elements are getting changed. See, this is got changed. So it is just replacing the HTML elements, and that is why the user will see the more uh, performing websites. So that is the small Angular definition. And the what are the versions are available in Angular? So there are 15 versions are available in Angular. Initially, the Angular is developed Angular version 1, which is Angular JS. After Angular JS, after version 1, we have TypeScript. So we will see in the upcoming sessions what is the difference between this TypeScript and JavaScript. But keep in mind, after Angular JS 1, after one first version, all the Angulars are developed in TypeScript. So we will see in upcoming sessions what is TypeScript and all. So there are up to 15 versions are available. The latest version is 15, and from Angular 2, we will not call it as Angular JS, and Angular TypeScript also we are not going to call. We are just calling Angular. So actually, Angular team, what they are doing, after every 6 months, they will be upgrading their versions, but there will not be major changes in the framework. There is only minor changes. They will keep on updating the Angular framework, but from that, we are not going to face any issues. So what are the required softwares to quick start with Angular? So today session, we are going to create our small web application. For that, what are the softwares are required? We required Node.js and we required Angular CLI. So to start with Angular project, these two softwares are mainly required, whether you are using any Linux system or Windows system. So first we have to install the Node.js. Whenever you are installing the Node.js, with this Node.js, we will also get npm. What is this npm? Npm is Node Package Manager. This Node Package Manager is required to write the commands in Angular, and which will manage you download and install the packages which are required to run your Angular project. The practically we will see, we will install first Node.js, then we will go to the Angular CLI. How do you install this Node.js? Just go to the node, just type Node.js in your browser. You will see nodejs.organization website. There you will see two links: download for Windows x64 You will see this recommended for most users and latest feature. Always you click this latest feature of Node JS. So it is just installing, it is just downloading the exe file. Once the download is completed, we will try to install that Node.js. And as I told earlier, I'm just repeating that whenever you are installing the Node.js, with that you will also get Node Package Manager. You no need to install separately npm. So once you are installing the Node.js, it will inbuiltly it will having Node Package Manager, which is required to install the required packages and libraries for our Angular project. So the exe file is got installed. I am just opening that Node.js. It is just installing. Click next. Accept the terms and conditions. Click next. Click next. Next. And no need to click this checkbox. Click next. Install. So let us install. Let this complete installation. Updating the component registration. We will wait for some time. So after the progress bar, you got this completed the Node.js setup wizard. Just click on finish. So the Node.js got installed. Now go to the command prompt. If you are not opened this command prompt, just go to the run folder and just type cmd. You will be getting the command prompt window. So now you can see whether Node.js installed are successfully or not. For that, what you have to do, node -v. So the 20.0.0, the Node.js is installed. You can also type node hyphen. If you are typing double hyphens, you need to mention hyphen version. So this will give you the Node.js version number. So so now we have in our system, we have the Node.js and also we have the npm as well. We have Node Package Manager as well. So once this is installed, we have to install Angular CLI. Okay. So for that, what all the command is required for this to run this Angular CLI? Okay. So why do you need this command line interface? Why do you require this Node.js? Node.js is a actually Node.js is a server side language. Here in Angular, we won't write any Node.js code, but Node.js, Node.js is required to run our Angular application. So one Node.js, whenever you are running your application, the Node.js, what it will do, it will use Angular CLI. It will use behind the scene. It will work behind the scene, and it will optimize the code, and it will give you the response. So Angular CLI, Angular command line interface, it will behind the scene, it will run and it will give you the required response based upon the code which you have written. It will optimize your code. So that is the reason we required this Angular CLI. One now I'll go to Angular CLI URL. So this is the Angular CLI URL. And if you see this, you will get the commands how to install this Angular CLI. Major versions of Angular CLI follow the supported major versions of Angular, but minor versions can be released separately. So I'll just copy this Angular CLI. I'll go to the command prompt. I'll just paste it. npm install -g @angular/CLI. You can also mention @latest as well if you want. So this will download and install Angular CLI. Let us wait for some time. So the Angular CLI, it is got installed successfully, and it has added 256 packages. So Angular CLI got installed. So I'll repeat again. Why do we require this Angular CLI? Angular CLI is required to run your Angular application. To build your application, Angular CLI is required. By using this Angular command line interface commands, we will build our Angular project and we will run our Angular project. It will allow you to start building an Angular project in a matter of minutes from start to finish. So as I said, there are required softwares for Angular project. The one is Node.js. The Node.js which is inbuilt, it will be having Node Package Manager also, and we need Angular CLI to build and run our application. So this command line interface is required, which will whatever the commands which we are giving. So based upon that, it will build and it will run the application. So we have just installed the required packages. Now we will create a small project of Angular. So we will see how we can create that Angular project. So this is an installing Angular CLI command. And if you just scroll down your official website, you will see this ng help. It will give you all the commands of command line interface Angular commands it will show. And ng new my first project, this will create a Angular project. So now first we need to decide in which folder you want to create a Angular project. I'll just go to the D folder. I'll just create one new folder here. The folder is Angular projects. So in this folder, I want to put all my Angular projects. Okay. So now you are in C folder. Now where I want to create in a D folder. Now you just redirect to D folder. Just type D colon. You will redirect it to D folder. Now you want to redirect to Angular project. Here you want to create your project. Copy that name, cd space, paste it, Angular projects, enter. So you are redirected to Angular project folder. Now I want to create my Angular project. Ng new my first Angular project. Copy it and just paste. New my first ng new my first project. So ng command we need to use. So as I told, this will work because you have already installed your Node.js and CL command line interface also you installed. When you are writing this command, so in the backend, your Node.js, it will use your command line interface and it will build your project. First, it will create your project because you are writing the command as new. So it will create a project. So and there are some naming conventions you need to follow whenever you are creating an Angular project. So for example, you need to create my first project. That means you should not give any spaces and you should not give any test word. So apart from that, you can create your own project names without any spaces. I'll just click enter. It should create a Angular project. Let us wait for some time. Would you like, so now when I am creating this my first project, it is asking, would you like to add Angular routing? You can say yes or no. If you want to say yes, if you want to create routing, you click yes. Or if you don't want to create, just click no. I am just clicking no. So now it is asking which style sheet format would you like to use? So it is asking CSS or SCSS. So that means this is for styling purpose. For example, like alignments and all. If you want to fix, we need to create a CSS code. We have to write that. Also, we will see in the upcoming sessions. If you want to select another SCSS, you have to click arrow mark. It will just create. But I am going with a default CSS. So just CSS. Just click enter. It is just taking the CSS. Now it is creating all the required folders and it will download all the required packages and it will just install it. Let us wait. It is just installing. So now if you see this, once you have created the project, it has created all the folders, structures, and it downloaded all the required packages and it is installed. So you can see, you can go to your Angular project folder. You might be seeing the multiple folders there, like Angular project. You created my first project, and so here we go. Like you will see your complete project. In the upcoming sessions, we will see in detail of writing the code and how the folders got created. The everything we will see in the step by step. So now we have to run this project. So how do you run this project? So you have the command for that. You just type this ng serve. So this command which will build your application, and it will host the application, and it will also give the project the running URL, like localhost with the port number. It will give. We will see that one practically. I'll just give ng serve here and just click enter. So now you are getting one error. This command is not available when running the Angular CLI outside the workspace. See, now you are running your project, but you are not pointing this ng serve to your created project. What is you created a project? You created project is my first project. But where you are pointing that while running the command, you are pointing to the Angular project only. You are not pointing to your my first project. So you have to point to your particular project. That is because in this Angular project, right? In this Angular project, I can create multiple projects, but you have to say which project you want to run. For example, tomorrow I am creating one more project, like my second project. You have to tell in which project you want to run. I don't want to run. You can't run all the projects, right? So that's why you have to point it to your particular project. I'll just copy that Angular project. Sorry, my first project. Copy it. I'll just paste here. My first project. I'll just now I am pointing to my project. So now here I want to in this project I want to serve ng serve serve. So ng serve. So now it is building our command line interface. It will build our application. It will start and it will give you the local host with the port number. We'll see that practically. It is just generating the browser application bundles. Let us wait. So once you run the command, right, ng serve, you will see application page it is building. That means it is got built. And application bundle generation, it is bundled everything in a main.js, runtime.js, whichever required. It is completely bundled build files. Then it got published, and it also created one host. So that host, that means development server, it is got created. Development servers is listening with the local host 4200. If you just browse this http localhost 4200, I'll go to the browser. uh, http http colon localhost 4200. Now it is listening. See, now if you see this, right, so our application, we have successfully launched our application. That means our development server is running. If you see this here, the command, the Angular live development server is listening to this port. That means you have hosted your application and development server is running. So that is the reason you are able to browse this. So this is the default Angular template. You no need to worry about this, how this is got and all. This is just default template. It is provided by Angular. So that means, so in this session, in the quick start, this is a quick start session. In this session, we learned the required softwares. The first we learned the basic definition of Angular, what are the versions of the Angular, and we also learned required softwares, and we practically installed the required softwares, and we created a sample Angular project, and we successfully hosted our Angular project. So if you have any doubts and any questions, you can post your question in the comment section of this video. I will definitely look into those comments, and you just can also give the feedback. Thanks all for watching. Thank you. Bye bye.